guys. Post 900 here. If you remember the last episode of Katawa Shoujo, we met that one chick who started see and was blind, and we had a run-in with Kenji at the end of the episode where he was very weird acting. I mean, he's always weird acting, yeah. And we scared off I can't remember. The black-haired girl with the scars on her face. We scared her off in the library. So yeah, just a quick catch up. Now we're going to, or actually it's the next day and we're in school, and yeah. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shine and Misha, I started doing the words instructed from the board. It already looks like today's going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, so Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to answer about whether or not I decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do. This situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes in class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head to see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now, there is no escape." He-chan, it looks like we're together again! Yay, yay! She leans sideways. Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly. Oh boy. What's wrong, He-chan? Oh. He-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, didn't you? Of course that comes up. It's okay, He-chan. Talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you already have an answer for us this early, right? Right? Ha 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 ha. So happy you two were able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious and snacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering these small work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is, and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the work doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there's work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything without the... She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, the girl there. Huh? Who He-chan? Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone? I think so, He-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, He-chan. Why not? Why not? Yeah, exactly. She-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lifting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because He-chan. But now Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been citing everything she has been saying this whole time. Uh-oh. Shizune doesn't look too happy. Well, neither does Misha. What, He-chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? What? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. Huh? You said it anyway. I know, He-chan. It's fine if you here. Seriously? I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand the things she's saying, and vice versa. Is that also how she sounds all the time? So there's never a conversation she's cut off? Anyway, we should get on the problem now, Heat-chan. Ow, what the hell? Finish with time there and decide to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria. As frankly, food so far has been subpar. This is Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. Some of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. What about the deal? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem to be distracted by it, but they don't even notice the start of the actual break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's outside. Everyone else in the class is seeing themselves at the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The ones with actual boxes mixed in the chatting with everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? Now I feel bad for her. I really do. I still look over her shoulder towards the flashing mirror door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned her head since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone to go talk to Hanako, read my book. I'm going to say because I feel like this could end very, very badly for me. I don't know for sure, but yeah. I'm gonna go talk to her, honestly. But what if I talk to her and she runs away again? But I do want to talk to her. Let's go to her. I felt bad for making her run away yesterday, so I better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Hello? At least remember my name. I just want to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to troll you or anything. I'm just new here and I thought I should get to know my classmate. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring. I notice her scarring once more. It's a little bit startling that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. That's okay. Aw, she's happy. It was my fault. No, that wasn't Ethan's fault. It just kind of happened. So, are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily the black girl? Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disability is I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Of the worst kind, or just normal here. I guess that explains why I took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Huh? Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako's gaze just past her shoulder and towards she. Oh! That explains why Lily knew Shizune. Holy crap, what? Shizune? Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense, Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you can see whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I'm the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily. Ah, Hanako, good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them even though that's impossible. Wow, this is getting good. I suppose we best be off then. Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of I should know how to pronounce this. Kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing, but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds, just like my old school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Hey Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that a Sal? I didn't realize you were here. It seems that Lily's a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Sorry, Lily, I thought you realized... No, it's alright, Hanako. Sal, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so. I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here are a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you're feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily? Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Sal, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look at all that comfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? Whoa! I didn't expect that. What? Holy crap! I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quietly, still smiling. I'm sure that we can accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? Hanako's like, what? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes, wide-eyed. Sure. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal was sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave, all three together. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it every now and then. Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she is practically half hugging her as they go. Wow. Okay. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it to stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little and my vision briefly goes black. Ouch. Who the heck? Opening my eyes, I see her pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. Whoa! They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. So her legs are cut off, and she has wow. I don't know what those are technically. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they are not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs and end in shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. Wow. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose, and jumps up. Wow. Oh man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. She's looking really apologetic, in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. I said that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Oh shit. Ah! I didn't think about something like this happening. Oh my god. What? This is bad. What? Oh my god. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. Most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Oh, he got hit in the chest. Oh, shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Oh crap. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stared at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself up right, feeling my sore ribs one last time and taking a deep breath. Wow. She just knocked the wind out of me, big time, but it's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. That's okay, I said I was fine, and nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good, That's out? What happened? Hell, Lily don't know. Oops. She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried. More than what the session deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me. Nothing serious, just winded. Sorry, it's my fault. I was just going to get some stuff, and I was in a kind of a hurry. That's someone here is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily. Hanako. Aw, I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. Dude! I know that. I was just... Aha! I gotta go. Or, no, that isn't like aha. It says, I gotta go. So I don't know which one I like more. I mean, Shizune and Misha are cute. But Hanako's actually really cute with that hair. But the same problem is Lily's also cute, and so is Emmy. This is a problem. Teacher will have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I've got change and everything. Before any of us can say a thing, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight, composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off, then? Lily heads off along the hallway, and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using the room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple days, I can understand why that is a boom. That, and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last, after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. Hanako's beside us, and she looks kind of nervous. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. So, how are you feeling in... Man, I cannot read. So, how are you faring? In Yamaku, Hisao, you seemed a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and again, and being crash tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? Hanako, you're actually... She's asking about us? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think they're buying it, but in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask, even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been in this school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories. Wow, I cannot read tonight. I am so sorry, guys. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. Oh, I get it. Okay. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in that as well. I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she is considering skipping class. Maybe just to avoid walking in the classroom with me. Yes. Whoa, she's going with us? This is different. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry up then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane, Hanako and I fling out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 room, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. Oh god, Shizune and Misha are gonna see. Holy crap. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me in and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. Wow. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Hamisha and Suzune are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there is still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd, at the hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here filling the considerably short hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Mattel is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and curious, "Wow, what is it, that guy?" I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there is nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he's holding and arranges his papers under his staff, clacking it against the desk twice. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans? No, I consider joining a club, but don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club. Might pique your interest, I guess. But I don't know how to continue from there. Mattel looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, other students. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I'd be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek, absent-mindedly looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone, even if they are blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid, whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness, when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? For Hanako, it's not like you can ignore her face. But I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Teacher! Oh god, what does Misha want? Misha, you're so weird. What are you doing? I have to say, she kinda worries me. Misha crashes in, hand straight in an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts toward the teacher's desk with her bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with rhythm. Mattel, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general, slumps into his chair. He's like, oh god, not her. Mikado. Misha stops in her task and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from this tone that something's wrong but has no idea what. Yes? We have talked about volume control before. I'm sorry, this is so funny to me. Yes! But she doesn't lower her voice at all. Ow! I just skipped that. I hate myself when I do that. But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. Sorry guys. So what is it? We need some help. We are running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress. She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get some supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that? Plywood. Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's a little, now there's like none left there. So do you know where we can get some? I don't understand. How would I know? Shi-chan, I mean the president felt that a teacher would know if there's a plywood. Was she wrong? Wow. Mattel looks like he is in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Wow, he really doesn't like her. Or she irritates him or something. Wow, this is what? Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible, like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any. Aw, what should I do? Perhaps try to find Mr. Namiya? I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold dead hands, but that's a different matter. Ah, I don't have time. We are so busy. She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her hair. I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do, and we are falling behind the schedule. Mattel looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. Oh no. Oh, I wonder if you can get some temporary help. He switches to staring at me focusedly with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. Oh god, I saw that coming. ... I guess I can give you a hand. You can? Thanks, Hee-chan. You are really nice. She pauses, does a double take, and then points at me with her finger, yelping, ah! And looking very puzzled. Come to think of it, what's Hee-chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun. We just had a little chat. Oh no, it's not detention in it, is it? Are you in trouble, Hee-chan? What do you take me for, Misha? Jeez. No, I'm not. Dude, is Hee-chan in trouble, teacher? No, he's not. Oh my god. Mattel sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help Misha to get her off the teacher's back. So what do you need? Here's the list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room. She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether join the council or not. Aww. Still, thanks, Hee-chan. Try to be quick. We are in a staff building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry. I think I may have read that wrong. She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classroom's closet to ours are designated belonging to classes 3-1, 3, and 3-2 on the right side, and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still, with identical doors, are rooms that I don't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as much. I carefully push the door the furthest in and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room, a thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corner, so at least this looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody at home? Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform, with a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck. Oh, she has no hands. With a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me aback even more. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in the corner, very still, but I still somehow took her as a part of the furnishing or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today, as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remember I didn't finish my sentence and trying to think if I should. The weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuating only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Hello. The girl stuffs the forkful in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls, I think. I didn't think there would be someone here. There isn't. That's why I came here too. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? She raises her eyebrows as if she was expecting my observation was false. You're pretty observant. I guess it does, but who are you? The girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. It's Hanako. I just transferred in on Monday. I'm Ren. Tezuka Ren. Ren Tezuka. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me. Joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind, I won't mind. If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already over for the day. What word would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? It bothers me very much too, but I don't really know what I should say. I don't think you are supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. But I'm hungry now, and my delicious boxed lunch would go to waste otherwise. I have curry. It's very delicious. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes, and with at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me. So, Nakai, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, the school. From outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? Huh? I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I can guess. I am good at guessing, better than most people. Ren cuts me off before I can answer a question, or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of this issue again. I haven't even told anyone about my condition. Or maybe it's only because it hasn't really came up. I do get the feeling that not making issues of this is a part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if the people here could relate. Probably not any better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances, or Lily's either. Naturally, while I go through this in my mind, Ren keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look on her face. Wow, that was really hard for me to get out. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer is written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow on the other side. I don't think it's anything in your head, and something in your gut would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. What the? The problem must be in your pants. What? This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement, and the sheer lack of tact it was delivered with catches me completely off guard. I think I might have reeled back even physically as Ren's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment. So I was right. There's nothing wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Oh my god! Oh my god! Ren, shut the fuck up! Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to reply something, I spit out the first thing that I could think of. No, nothing like that. I have a heart problem, arrhythmia. Oh, I said it. More like blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me purses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed. How boring. Trouble in your pants would have been much more scandalous. What's with this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down. I forgive you. I collect people and do a person with, you know, that kind of problem would have been really great. Collect people? People with different problems. Huh? So you just, like, go around asking people what's wrong with them? Pretty much. I see. With little left to say, Rina sends her lunch and the conversation dies away, but I keep thinking about what she said. It's the first time I told anyone else about my condition. All the other people have either known about it already or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know about it, like every other student here so far. Should I have told her it was a natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Asao. I have a very serious heart condition. Is that how I'm supposed to go around introducing myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us. What a disgusting thought. Or maybe this Tezuka girl just has an unnatural interest in such things. As I walk to the back of the room to pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance opens to study Rin from the corner of my eye. Her hair is a burnt-on-burn, almost orange, and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and the lack of arms make her look very thin, almost scrawny. She is not particularly pretty except for her murky green eyes, which flicker restlessly from below her short bangs, even when she eats. The distance and the shadows make it seem like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within them like deep walls. Deep wells, not walls. She moves her feet almost as deftly as a normal person would use their arms. However, I can see this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, at least. I hesitate to think about the word unnatural, but it's tough. Too late, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves for Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the silence grows too uncomfortable. So I try to force some conversation out of this strange girl. So do you always eat alone and this late, or do you get the occasional visitor? Jesus. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. Wow. This has been a very long episode and kind of eventful. I mean, you know, Lily and Hanako, we had lunch, and Hanako, you know, acted a little friendlier to us. I like that. And now we're helping Misha and Shizune with student council stuff, and then we met Rin, who was, you know, very weird. And we also met, I can't remember her name now, the other chick, the pink-haired chick with the leg issue who ran into us. I mean, that was cool. Yeah. So anyway, though, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Make sure to like, sub, comment, and all that stuff. Share my video. It helps me out as a small YouTuber, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.